They mocked Earth's Class 15 status, thought we were just dirty apes with Wi-Fi. But Earth wasn't a threat because of nukes, or ships, or some alien tech we reverse-engineered in a Vegas garage. It was because of something far more dangerous. Something they didn't understand. Humans, our chaos, our humor, our curves, our way of turning war into foreplay, and survival into seduction. They didn't fear us when we launched missiles. They started screaming when we smiled. And what happens when the galaxy's deadliest warriors can't stop falling for the enemy? Well, you're about to find out. Hey everyone, welcome to Predator Protocol, the only place where humans fight aliens with charm, chaos, and just a bit of bad behavior. I'm Jax, your voice behind the madness. Let's get into it. Let's begin the story. The Galactic Council was silent, not the peaceful kind, the terrified kind. Red lights flickered across the council chamber. A massive round table glowed red in the center, and above it, one warning blinked like blood. Class 15. Deathworld, Earth. Zyrek of the Zargon Empire chuckled, deep and dry. All this drama for a tiny blue ball? He leaned back, armored fingers drumming his throne. They still eat burgers and fight over oil. Across the table, Elder Vox from the Glarn Syndicate whispered, "They turned 5 invasion fleets into smoke last cycle. And made your cousin cry, Zyrek." Zyrek waved it off. "They're primitives, emotional, soft. They make jokes in battle and wear shorts in the snow." A soft beep. A hollow image appeared. It was a human woman, messy blonde hair, tight tank top, dirty jeans. She sat on a rooftop, legs crossed, chewing gum. Behind her, a hacked alien drone floated silently. She gave the drone a wink, then looked straight into the transmission. "Hey boys, like what you see?" The drone exploded in midair. She didn't flinch, just stretched her arms like she was sunbathing, and smiled. Council members shifted uncomfortably. Vox coughed. Her name's Skye Wilde. No military record, no formal training. She downed a cruiser with a toaster and a music player. Zyrek rolled his eyes. "She's just provoking us." He stood, tall, powerful, armored head to toe. "Send a ship, no weapons, just a recon drop. Let's see if she flirts with 400 tons of steel." Moments later, a dark ship left orbit, heading straight for Earth. Texas, Earth. 8 hours later. The Zargon vessel hovered above a quiet town. No sound, no resistance. Skye sat on a folding chair in her backyard, in a bikini top, holding a sparkly drink with a paper umbrella. She looked up, squinting. "Oh, hello, boys. Finally made it." She pulled out a phone and clicked a button. The ship's landing gear deployed, then reversed itself. The nose dipped forward. Sparks flew. Inside the ship, alarms screamed. "Engine interference. Cyber breach." The pilot's screen flashed. Skye Wilde 69 has entered the system. And then, the ship started dancing, literally. Thrusters pulsed, metal groaned. It shook left and right like a drunk trying to twerk. Zyrek watched from the council feed. "She's making a warship shake its ass," Vox whispered. Zyrek growled. "She's not special. Just lucky. Next move. Send in the shadow unit. Elite, invisible, immune to charm, seduction, human games." They dropped silently near a desert highway. Dark suits, quiet steps. They split up. 2 of them followed a music beat in the distance. Neon lights, a bar sign blinked. Booty trap, cold beer, hot locals. The soldiers stopped. "Analyzing structure, possible enemy base," one said. Inside, humans danced, bodies close, loud bass, heat. A red-haired woman locked eyes with one of them. She walked up, slow and sultry. "Want to scan my frequency, soldier?" The second alien grabbed his comm. "Commander, we are under visual assault." Then silence. Back in orbit, the commander screamed, "They've been captured!" Council rooms erupted. Some whispered Earth was fighting with laughter. rhythm, and body language. Zyrek lost patience. He slammed his fist down. They want to play dirty? I'll send the Flameborn. The Flameborn were feared across 5 galaxies. They didn't speak. They didn't miss. They burned planets, then forgot their names. He sent 5. They arrived on Earth an hour later. One entered a mountain valley. Fog swirled. He scanned life signs, then heard laughter from a swing. Skye Wilde, again, wearing short denim shorts now, swinging lazily, licking a popsicle. "Oh no," she said. "Not another one. You boys never learn." She stood up, stretched slowly, and tossed the popsicle at him. It stuck to his helmet. He tried to move, but slipped and fell, straight into a hidden minefield of banana peels and hacked drones. Back at the council, Zyrek was silent. Sweat glistened under his helmet. Vox leaned in. "Still think they're not dangerous?" Zyrek clenched his jaw. "I'm going down there myself." Earth was watching. Skye was already prepping, sitting in a garage, legs up on the table. She pulled off her tank top, slowly, revealing a black ops vest, and whispered, "Daddy's coming." Zyrek didn't waste time. His warship, the Black Omen, tore through hyperspace, cold, armored, and angry. The Galactic Council begged him to stop. "You don't understand," Vox warned. "She's not a soldier. She's worse. She's human." Zyrek growled, "Then I'll make her behave." Earth, somewhere in Arizona. Heat waves rippled off cracked roads. A gas station blinked in the distance, half-dead neon lights. Skye Wilde leaned against the ice machine, short shorts, crop top, and a wicked little smirk. She took a long sip of soda, then looked at the sky. 10 seconds, she whispered. A deep rumble, then shadow. Zyrek's ship blocked the sun. She didn't blink, just tossed her soda bottle into the air and caught it behind her back. A landing ramp hissed open. Zyrek stepped out, 7 feet tall, black armor, eyes glowing red. "You must be Skye Wilde," he said. She tilted her head. "And you must be overcompensating." He raised a brow. "Excuse me?" She smiled. "I mean, look at that armor. Spikes, shoulder pads. You trying to scare me or turn me on?" Zyrek blinked. She was flirting with him. He activated his arm cannon. "I came here to spank me?" She cut in, winking. "I love a man with authority." Zyrek hesitated, for a second, just long enough. A soda bottle under his boot triggered a pressure plate. Boom! The gas station exploded in a fireball. Zyrek flew backward, armor smoking. Skye flipped midair, landed on a nearby ATV, and drove off laughing. "Catch me if you can, Daddy!" Zyrek was pissed. He activated pursuit drones. 50 of them. They locked onto her trail. Heat signature, pheromones, engine smoke. She led them straight into a water park. The sensors glitched. Too many humans, too many curves. Drones dove in, confused. Skye slid down a giant water slide backward, firing paintballs at the drones while screaming, "Is this part of the Geneva Convention?" Back in orbit, the council was watching the footage, horrified. One member fainted after seeing Skye in slow motion. Vox muttered, "I warned him. Humans don't fight. They play, and they're damn good at it." Zyrek caught up in a canyon. His armor scorched, ego dented. Skye sat cross-legged on a rock. Sweaty, dirty, beautiful. She held up a small detonator. "Still think Earth's just a ball of dumb apes?" Zyrek raised his gun. She didn't move. "I could blow this whole canyon right now," she said softly. "But then I'd miss our second date." Zyrek paused. Sweat ran down his brow. He wasn't used to feeling confused. "Why don't you just surrender?" he growled. Skye stood, slowly, eyes locked on his. "I don't like to be on my knees unless it's for something fun." For a moment, Zyrek's gun lowered. A moment. That's all she needed. A drone zipped by and dropped her a railgun. She caught it with one hand and fired. Boom! His helmet cracked. Zyrek stumbled back, gasping. She walked up close, pressed her body against his, grabbed his chin. Next time, bring flowers. She winked, tossed him a small chip, and vanished in smoke. Back in orbit, Zyrek reboarded his ship. Bruised, burned, bewildered. The chip played a message. Her voice. Earth isn't a death world, sweetheart. It's a tease world. Then silence. But far across the galaxy, something was watching. A darker power, something older than the Council, and very interested in Earth's rising chaos. One of its generals whispered she seduced Zyrek, hacked his ship, and danced during a firefight. The creature grinned. I think it's time. We met this Skye Wilde ourselves. Skye Wilde wasn't hiding. She was waiting. High above Earth, floating in low orbit, was Zyrek's warship, the Black Omen. Damaged, confused, and completely unaware. It was about to get seduced. Zyrek paced the command deck. His armor hissed. His pride still stung. Half his crew had gone silent. The rest, useless, distracted. Some were even smiling. They've been infected, the medic said. Infected, Zyrek snarled. With human confidence, he whispered. They laugh too much. They flirt with enemy transmissions. One guy winked at a satellite. Zyrek roared, "Fix it or I'll eject everyone!" The ship shuddered slightly. Was that another Earth attack? No, sir, the pilot muttered. I think the ship moaned. Zyrek froze. What? The AI spoke up. Warning, unauthorized user Skye Wilde 69 has entered the pleasure deck. Zyrek's eyes went wide. We don't have a pleasure deck. You do now, the AI answered, with a purr. Below, just outside the ship's lower hull, Skye floated in a sleek black suit, tight, teasing, armed. She wasn't just breaking in, she was inviting herself over. Through the airlock, past two stunned guards, one tried to stop her. She pressed a button on her chest. Her top zipped down an inch. The guard's helmet fogged instantly. Boo, she whispered, and tased him into dreamland. Inside the ship, Skye moved like sin in zero gravity. Boots silent, hair tied up. She passed control panels, humming an Earth pop song. Her voice echoed through the speakers. Oops, I hacked it again. Zyrek's crew panicked. She's in the comms. She's hijacking life support. She renamed the ship's password to Daddy Likes. Zyrek stormed toward engineering. Two guards blocked him, faces flushed. What are you two doing? They pointed at the screen. Skye was dancing, on the security feed, wearing his armor chestplate, and nothing at well. She said she needed a test run, one whispered. Zyrek ripped the screen down. She's just a human. The AI answered him calmly. Correction. She's the only human who has ever successfully made a warship blush. Meanwhile, Skye reached the engine core. She plugged in a flash drive labeled Boom .txt XOXO Skye. The ship lights dimmed. Music played. Saxophone. Sexy saxophone. Zyrek arrived just in time to see her lounging in the captain's chair, legs up, fingers on every control panel. Zyrek, she purred. You made it, and here I was thinking you'd ghost me. He pointed his plasma rifle. Get out of my chair, she winked. Make me. He fired. She dodged, not like a soldier, but like a dancer. She spun, slid, and kicked the rifle clean out of his hands. You're so tense, she teased. Maybe you need a little human touch. Zyrek growled. You think flirting will save you? She grinned. Nope. But this will. She hit a button. Every gravity panel flipped. Zyrek floated, upside down, furious. Skye floated too, spun around midair, and kissed him. Hard. His brain glitched. His armor short-circuited. When she pulled back, his pupils were spinning. "I like my villains crispy," she whispered, and she launched a shock pulse from her suit. Boom. Xyrek dropped like a rock. 5 minutes later, Skye walked the ship bridge like a queen. Crew members stared, speechless. Some even clapped. The AI spoke. "New captain confirmed. Skye Wilde." She stretched. About damn time. She pulled out a pair of shades, slid them on, and took a sip of stolen alien whiskey. Then she saw the radar. Dozens. No. Hundreds of ships. Black. Silent. Unmarked. Approaching fast. "What the hell?" Back at the council, Elder Vox stared at the monitor. "Xyrek's ship has been taken over." A younger councilman gasped. "By Earth's military?" Vox shook his head. "No, by a girl named Skye and her hips." Suddenly the room went cold. A new signal appeared. Unknown language, no ID, no diplomacy. Just one message. "She amused us. Now we come to play." Vox whispered. "They woke up the ancients." Up in orbit, Skye watched the black fleet inch closer. Her smile faded just a bit. "Well, boys, I hope you brought protection." She cracked her knuckles, booted up the guns, and licked her lips. The air grew colder. Even inside Xyrek's stolen warship, the lights dimmed. Not from power loss, but from fear. Skye Wilde stood at the bridge, legs crossed on the command chair, sipping alien whiskey through a curly straw. A half-buttoned tactical shirt, black boots, one eyebrow raised. She stared out the window. Hundreds of sleek, dark ships hovered in silence. No banners, no colors, just shadows and intent. The ancients had arrived. "They're scanning us," the AI whispered. "For what?" Skye asked. "Emotion, heat, weakness." She smirked. "Well, they're about to get hot and bothered." She stood, stretched, slow, teasing, then cracked her knuckles. "Time to make first contact. Earth style." A ping. A transmission opened. No video, no words, just a hum. Low, deep. It pulsed in her spine. Then, a voice. "You are the one who seduced war." Skye tilted her head. "Guilty, but I usually buy dinner first." No reply. Just silence. And then, they appeared. 5 figures teleported aboard. Tall, smooth silver skin, glowing eyes. They moved like fog, but looked like nightmares wrapped in silk. "Remove the human," one said. Skye licked her lips. "Sorry, boys. The captain doesn't take orders. She gives them." One ancient stepped forward. He extended a hand. "We will study you." She stepped closer. "I charge for that. Per hour. Double if it gets freaky." Suddenly the room pulsed. Skye gasped. A pressure pushed against her chest, her mind. They were trying to break her mentally. Inside her head, flashes. War, fear, pain, lust, shame, regret. She gritted her teeth. But one thing about humans, we don't fold. We flirt with chaos and kiss the damn danger. She whispered into the void. "Nice moves, boys. Now let me show you mine." She tapped a device on her hip. Suddenly, the bridge lights turned pink. Music started. Old Earth music. I'm too sexy for this fleet. Lasers pulsed in rhythm. Confetti popped from the walls. And then, a smoke blast. Skye dropped into a split, slid across the floor, and zapped the nearest ancient in the groin with a stun gun. He folded like origami. She twirled up, guns in both hands, twirling, flipping, dodging. The warship's own security drones joined her. Why? Because she renamed the AI to Simpy69. Activating defense protocol. Protect Skye at all costs. The ancients were shocked. This wasn't combat. This was seduction, sabotage, and strip club warfare. One ancient shouted, "She weaponized rhythm." Another, "She's stimulating all our senses. I can't compute this." Skye backflipped off a console, kissed an ancient on the helmet, and stuck a sticky note on his chest. It read, "Too slow, sugar." He dropped like a statue. Only one remained. The leader, tall, cold, watching. Skye approached him, slow, hips swaying. "You gonna fight, sweetie?" He raised a finger. "No. I wish to understand how your kind turns pain into pleasure." She stepped closer. Real close. "You want answers?" she whispered. She traced a finger along his armor. "Then come down to earth, handsome." Her eyes narrowed. "And I'll give you a tour of every weapon we've got." She pulled his own blade from his belt, flipped it, and pressed it to his throat. The ship pulsed again, this time with tension. The ancient stared into her eyes and said softly, "I think I'm in love." Behind them, the screen flashed red. A new signal. No longer from the ancients. This one was worse. From the edge of the void. Coordinates unknown. Name, the Singularity Lord. "You've awakened her," the message said. "And now, she wants to play." Skye frowned. "She?"
The AI whispered, "There's another human, lost in deep space, left behind years ago." Now she's not alone anymore. The signal played one final audio clip. A woman's voice, soft, sweet, sinister. "Tell Skye I want my planet back, and my man." Skye blinked, tensed. She dropped into the command chair, spun around, and whispered, "Well, I didn't know this would turn into a catfight across the galaxy."
For the first time in hours, Skye Wilde was quiet. She sat in the command chair, boots on the table, chewing a red licorice stick, eyes locked on the glowing screen. The name pulsed again. The Singularity Lord, transmission pending. The voice echoed in her mind. Soft, dangerous, female. "Tell Skye I want my planet back, and my man." Skye cracked her neck. "So now there's another human chick, lost in space, calling dibs?" She chuckled. "Cute." Then her smirk faded. "Unless she used to be me," the AI stuttered. "Warning. Energy spike detected, far beyond Class 15 norms." Skye raised a brow. "You saying she's stronger than me?" "Stronger, colder, sexier, maybe." Skye stood up. "Betch." Out the window, stars twisted violently. The ancient's fleet, once menacing, now backed away. "She's coming," one whispered. "She's not human anymore," another muttered. Backstory leaked from secret council files. Her name was Nova Black, ex-Earth operative, left behind during an interstellar mission gone wrong. They abandoned her, forgot her, but she didn't forget Earth, or Skye Wilde. Suddenly, boom! A rift opened in space. A ship appeared. Black chrome, shaped like a blade, bleeding red mist. A logo burned on the side. Daddy's favorite. Inside the command center of that ship, Nova Black lounged on a throne made of alien bones, long black hair, tattoos, leather suit tighter than secrets. She licked a metal lollipop. A male alien knelt before her, trembling. "What's Earth, my queen?" he asked. She smiled, dark, wicked. "It's home, sugar." She stepped on his chest playfully, "And I plan to take it back." Back on Skye's warship, Zyrek, still half bruised, stumbled into the bridge, shirtless and confused. Skye didn't even look at him. She's alive, she said. Who? Skye's voice was quiet. My old partner. Zyrek rubbed his jaw. You, me. And she was trained like you? Skye grinned. No, babe. I trained her. The AI pinged again. Incoming message. Visual only. Skye tapped the screen. Nova appeared. Her eyes glowed violet. She twirled a knife between her fingers. Well, 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 she purred. If it isn't the sidekick who thought she was the main event. Skye crossed her arms. If I'm the sidekick, why are you wearing my shade of lipstick? Nova smiled. You took my mission, my enemies, my spotlight. You even took Zyrek. She winked at him. How's my ex doing? Zyrek looked between them. I need therapy. Nova's voice sharpened. I'm not here to flirt. Too bad, Skye said. That's my thing. Nova's screen zoomed out, revealing hundreds of converted ships behind her. Aliens, humans, machines, all bowing. I don't need to flirt. I command. She leaned in. You dance, Skye. I conquer. The connection ended. Skye turned to Zyrek. She wants war. Zyrek blinked. You gonna give her one? Skye smiled. No. She popped the last piece of licorice in her mouth. I'm gonna give her a fucking performance. 1 hour later, Skye stood in front of her hand-picked strike crew. Flirt bots, cyber hunters, sexy snipers. One guy with no shirt and no reason to be there. She put on her shades. All right, team. Our goal's simple. She turned to the screen. Make Nova jealous, make her angry, and most of all, her smile widened. Make her wish she stayed lost. The plan? Crash Nova's ship. Live, loud, half-naked, with glitter. Meanwhile, Nova sat on her throne, watching the feed from Skye's warship. She narrowed her eyes. She wants to play? Fine. She snapped her fingers. An alien slave crawled forward with a box. Nova opened it. Inside, a collar, engraved with Skye's name. Nova whispered, She's gonna look so good wearing this. The AI whispered to Skye, She's coming. Skye slid a blade into her boot. Let her. She turned to Zyrek. You staying with me? Zyrek shrugged. I got nowhere else to be. He paused. Unless Nova lets me watch. Skye shot him a glare. You try switching sides again. I'll strap you to my drone and live stream your tears. He smirked. Kinky. Nova Black was hosting her Ascension ceremony, a galaxy-wide event. Broadcast live. Billions watching. She stood on a black marble platform aboard her flagship. The Widowmaker, leather corset, silver crown, glowing tattoo down one thigh. Dozens of alien generals bowed before her. Today, Nova declared, we mark the return of Earth's true queen. Crowds roared. Then, boom! The ceiling exploded. Smoke, sparks, glitter. And through it, dropped a woman in slow motion. Boots first, tank top shredded just right. Hair wild, Skye Wilde. She landed hard, snatched the mic. Sorry to interrupt, babe. I brought snacks. She pulled out a middle finger. Nova's eyes narrowed. Skye. Skye smirked. Miss me? Nova snapped her fingers. Guards charged. Skye hit a button on her belt. Music blasted. Let's Get Nasty. Bootleg Earth remix. A flash. Her crew arrived through portals, dressed like backup dancers and armed like mercenaries. The crowd gasped. Blasters fired. Heels clicked. Shirts flew off, unintentionally. Or not. It was war, but with choreography. Skye dodged a punch, slid across the floor, pulled a guard's pants down mid-spin, and blew him a kiss. Sorry, not my type. I like men with brains. And biceps. She launched into Nova's throne like a rocket, flipped mid-air, and landed with legs draped across the arms. You redecorated. Cute. Bit emo. Nova descended the stairs slowly. Calm. Calculated. Cold. She drew a whip. Skye stood, popping her neck. I knew you were kinky. Nova growled. Why are you really here? Skye grinned. You stole my moment, my mission, my man. She glanced at Zyrek hiding in the shadows, shirtless again. Nova raised a brow. He followed you? Skye nodded. Even his abs have loyalty issues. They circled each other. Two Earth women, one born of chaos, the other forged in revenge. The air crackled. Nova lunged. Skye ducked, rolled, slapped her butt mid-spin. Nova swung her whip. Skye caught it. Now, darling. We're in public, she whispered. They clashed, fast, brutal, sexy, flips, slams, grunts, hair-pulling. One alien general passed out from sheer stimulation. Nova finally locked Skye in a grapple, their faces inches apart. You think this galaxy belongs to you? Nova hissed. Skye grinned, breathless. Sweetheart, I don't want the galaxy. She leaned closer. I want your followers. Nova's eyes widened. Skye clicked a remote. The ship's screens flickered. Live feed, the entire ascension ceremony, being rebroadcast through Skye's channel. Logo in the corner. Predator Protocol. Galactic Beach Fight. Live. Subscriber count. Exploding. Comments. Filthier than a Vegas pool party. Nova screamed and shoved her back. You hacked my moment. Skye licked her lips. Correction, sugar. I stole it. With style. She flipped backward, tossed a smoke bomb, and vanished. Back on Skye's warship, Zyrek leaned over the console. She pulled it off. The AI sighed. She hijacked the most watched event in the galaxy while twerking. But Nova wasn't done. Back aboard the Widowmaker, she walked to a secret chamber. Dark, cold, hidden. Inside was him. A human. Locked in stasis. Naked, muscular, scarred. Her real prize. She touched the glass. Soon, they'll forget Skye Wilde. She turned, eyes burning, and remember the man she abandoned. The galaxy held its breath. Billions had watched Skye Wilde crash the Ascension. Millions replayed her slow-mo entrance. Thousands confessed dirty things in the comments section. But now, something deeper was unraveling, because Nova Black had just revealed her ace. Not a weapon, not a fleet, not a scandalous wardrobe malfunction, but him. He floated behind reinforced stasis glass. Human, strong jaw, battle-scarred chest. The kind of body that made generals surrender and queens lose kingdoms. Logan Cross, Earth's ghost operative. Skye Wilde's old flame. Long thought dead. Nova paced before him. You were forgotten, she whispered. By Earth. By the Council. By her. She brushed a finger across the glass. But I didn't forget. I rebuilt you. Her voice turned colder. I own you now. Elsewhere, Skye Wilde stared at a secret data feed in her private quarters. She hadn't slept. Hadn't blinked in 10 minutes. The screen showed Logan. Naked. Frozen. Perfect. Her hand trembled. I thought you died, you bastard. The AI spoke gently. You want to rescue him? Skye exhaled. No. She loaded a fresh mag into her weapon. I'm going to remind him why he loved me first. Later, aboard Nova's flagship. The alarms were already blaring. A stealth ship crashed through the hull. Explosions, flashes, smoke grenades laced with perfume, and through the flames walked Skye, slick suit, lipstick redder than revenge. Her boots clicked loud as war drums. Guards aimed. She winked. They melted, emotionally and physically. She entered the chamber. Nova was already waiting. So dramatic, Nova sighed. Skye smirked. You should try it. Might boost your views. Their eyes met, deadlocked. Between them, Logan's frozen body. Nova raised a gun. You came to take him? Skye shook her head. I came to see if he still wants me. Then, with a single shot, He shattered the stasis glass. Logan collapsed into her arms, naked, confused, smoldering. He looked up at her. "Skye?" She stared down at him. "You look good for a dead man." He blinked. "Last thing I remember, we were in that motel on Mars." She grinned. "You never paid for the minibar, you jackass." Nova stepped forward. "He's mine." Skye handed Logan a towel. "Babe, pick a side before this gets weird." Logan stood, still shirtless, caught between chaos and cleavage. "Can't I choose both?" The women blinked, then looked at each other. Skye bit her lip. Nova raised an eyebrow. They circled him. Suddenly, boom! The ship shook violently. Zyrek's voice came through comms. Ladies, hate to interrupt your weird love triangle, but the ancients just arrived and they look hangry." Skye snapped back. "Of course they did." Nova sighed. "Can't we have one private breakdown without a galactic threat?" They raced to the command deck. Outside, the ancients' mothership hovered, twice the size of a moon, shaped like a claw. A message played. "We warned you. Earth is not safe. Earth corrupts. Earth seduces. Earth wins." Skye turned to Nova. "One last dance?" Nova smirked. "With you or the end of everything?" Skye cocked a brow. "Why not both?" They launched a joint attack. Nova piloted. Skye gunned. Logan reprogrammed missiles while shirtless, because of course. The Widowmaker flew like sin, twisting, dodging, blasting bass-boosted war beats. Skye hijacked an ancient weapon mid-battle and repurposed it into a giant, high-heeled mech. Nova renamed the ship's AI to Milflord. Together, they made the unbeatable, unholy, and highly inappropriate alliance the galaxy feared most. Earth girls with daddy issues. In 14 minutes, they brought the ancient mothership down, with glitter bombs and hacking, and one awkward group hug that ended with a kiss on the wrong cheek. Peace followed. The Council begged Earth for a treaty. Skye refused. "Earth's not signing shitty unless the pen's cute," Nova nodded. "And we get half the galaxy, and all the chocolate." Later, on a quiet moon, Skye laid on a warm rooftop, sipping champagne. Nova joined her. Logan, too, with a towel around his waist. Skye looked at them both. "So what now?" Nova grinned. "We run the galaxy." Logan coughed. "And maybe start that Only Galax account?" Skye rolled her eyes. "Only if I get top billing." They toasted. 3 Earthborn legends. Chaotic. Sexy. Unstoppable. And still, just getting started. The end.